They say that when people tell you who they are to believe them, an insane leftist streamer Destiny has really been telling us who he is lately. But so have a lot of other people. Welcome back to Words of Paradise. I'm your host, Leon Idle, and yeah, I'm sure you guys have noticed that homie has been melting down really ever since the debate about a month ago, but most definitely since the attempted assassination this past Saturday on Donald Trump. Now, look, I get it. Lefty's gonna be a lefty. They're clamoring. They're just hoping the dude takes the bullet. But if you've seen his appearances on like Piers Morgan or seen his tweets or any of his streams, homie is losing it. And then we got him being banned from Kick. Now, initially I thought, yo, that's a bit too far. I mean, Kick is the free speech platform. It's the free speech alternative to Twitch. There's a reason that so many people stream on Kick instead of Twitch, instead of YouTube. You know, it kind of goes in tandem with X in terms of you're able to just freely express your beliefs without any fear of repercussion. That being said, it looks like even Destiny got himself his temporary suspension because of what he was saying. A lot of the, rhetoric, how he wished the shooter hadn't missed, or more importantly, how anybody that is at a Trump rally absolutely deserves it if they are shot and killed, if something negative happens to them. And, Kick's moderation teams informed Destiny that the F that dude comment that he made about the firefighter was considered supporting terrorism. Now, this is all new, none of this is new information. You guys probably know a lot of this. What's more worrisome when it comes to Destiny is because of all this scrutiny that he has been facing, because people have gotten him under the microscope, and understandably so. Once you start saying things like, F that dude about a regular American citizen who died in a heroic fashion, protecting his family, and he's no more a criminal than anyone just for going to a Trump rally, but this man is looked at as a pure Nazi in Destiny's eyes because he is that unhinged. Yeah, people started scrutinizing the dude a little bit. So we got this tweet first from an ex-fling of his. Now, there's still a lot of debate as to whether or not this person's being 100% honest, but we do know she is in fact an ex of Destiny's, and just straight annihilated this dude. Like, it's no wonder Destiny was interested in her. Clearly, this chick is a great cook because she's out here making a roast when it comes to Destiny. Nothing can prepare you, and by the way, this is going to get rather graphic. Nothing can prepare you for when the man who begged for foot pics, let you scratch him until he bled, and asked to eat your boyfriend's man juice out of your downstairs area, goes viral for cheering on the death of a random firefighter at Trump's almost assassination. Now, that is a roast in of itself, just putting homie in the worst light possible. Like, I don't know if there's an ultra instinct version of cuck, but if this is to be believed, that is 100% what Destiny is. Like, he's over in the Tournament of Power, Dragon Ball Z style. He's coming up on his Jiren moment, which is the Donald Trump attempted assassination, and boom, homie go full silver hair, ultra cuck mode, because that is one of the most disgusting things I'd ever read on X. Until it got even worse. Also, mad shout out to my homie Hypnotic for collecting a lot of these screenshots. Because then he says, is this real? These are some old screenshots of Destiny. And so this girl said that she was 10 years old. And he says, you were hot at 10. Any pics? She says, check DMs. He says, Jesus, I never wanted to bend someone over the hood of their little tykes so bad. Okay, that's pretty weird. That's pretty messed up. But by the same token, I mean, I'm a fan of Ricky Gervais. I'm a fan of Anthony Jeselnik. I like me some dark humor. This is still really dark, especially just put out there publicly on X for people to not know if you're joking or whatnot, but I try to give the benefit of the doubt. I've made some pretty dark jokes myself. I find them to be fun. This is pretty weird, though. Now, you go to the Internet Archive, and lo and behold, yeah, this is real. He did, in fact, this isn't someone who was, like pretending to be his account. This is him. He admits it. You can go back on the Wayback Machine, and he says, when something that is clearly a joke is too edgy for you, but calling a gay man running for Congress, a word that I usually reserve for live streams, is actually hilarious. Difference is I'm not actually a pedophile, but they are actually homophobic. So he was sitting there trying to defend this, gave himself the Chad meme. This is in 2022. Now, let's take a look. The difference is I'm not actually a pedophile. Huh. You know, Destiny, I'd like to believe that. I would. But then you got this, and this just is, frankly, it's flat out worrisome at this point. Take a listen to what he says here.
What about child pornography?
That's kind of a different thing. There's like moral versus pragmatic sides of that. I've seen a little bit of evidence on the pragmatic side, and it seems like an okay thing. I probably shouldn't say that, or it sounds.
Okay, hold on. You have seen evidence that there's a pragmatic view to that sort of abuse of children as a form of entertainment being okay. You're gonna try and get us to believe, Destiny, that you're not actually a pedophile when you were on stream. Granted, at least you had the mental wherewithal to say afterwards you probably shouldn't have said that. Yeah, no, you shouldn't have said that. You really shouldn't have said that, because that in and of itself, that's pretty wrong. That's pretty messed up. That's frankly disgusting. You're out here trying to call Trump supporters heroic firefighters that happen to meet an untimely demise defending their family. You call them monsters, you call them Nazis, you say you will not shed a wink of sleep, shed a single tear. You wouldn't even care if it was your own family that was shot if they were at a Trump rally. These are the monsters in your eyes when you say that there's probably nothing wrong with that sort of content, after making jokes like bending someone over the hood of their little tykes. And the fact that he hasn't addressed any of this, like literally none. If you go to his X account right now, no, he's just continuing as if nothing happened. There's him responding or retweeting something ridiculous that Laura Loomer said, and yeah, Laura Loomer's a retard. I mean, there's no bones about it. But let's be real. If I had to choose who was the smarter one, who had more crayons in their Crayola box, I can't believe I'm saying this, Laura Loomer got Destiny beat easy. Let's see, what else? Yeah, Trump's already tried legal means. They failed. To you, legal means continuing to do stuff until you win. Well, yeah, that is kind of how our court system works, but I'm not here to chastise your view of our American legal system. The fact of the matter is, you are just continuing to post as if nothing happened. Homie, you are out here getting bodied left, right, and center. There are folks on the left calling you unhinged. There are folks on the right calling you unhinged. You got individuals that are radical centrists like my boy, anarchists, who are just like, whoa, what's going on with this dude? Because on God's green earth, I get you saying, oh, I'm never going to apologize. I will never apologize for the negative things I say about conservatives. Fair enough. That is your right. That is your free speech. But bro, when you start saying things like this right here,
pornography.
That's kind of a different thing. There's like moral versus pragmatic sides of that. I've seen a little bit of evidence on the pragmatic side, and it seems like an okay thing. I probably shouldn't say.
When you are saying that there is evidence to support pragmatism and that it is okay, I do not know where to begin with you. I do not know that I would not even normally make a video like this. Oh, Destiny, he's an idiot leftist streamer. He's got ridiculous, retarded ideologies. He says a bunch of stuff that is just factually inaccurate, that doesn't make sense. He uses appalling speech, but what can I say? I'm a pro-free speech individual, and you know what? We need to get negative speech out there so the world can see that negative speech, and they know who to put on blast. But then there's comments like that are just, okay, folks got to see that, because if you're turning on an episode of Piers Morgan or insert whatever it is that you're watching on YouTube to try and get your daily fix in the news, and you see Destiny calling for the death of Trump supporters, sure, he's an unhinged, leftist with absolutely no concept of how the real world works. But you're just gonna think he's an idiot and move on. You should be thinking that this man is a monster, because that is what he is. We can have all the political differences in the world. If you decide that you want to believe that anyone that goes to a Trump rally should die, you know what? Fair enough. I find that to be an abhorrent, disgusting belief, but you can believe it. I'm going to disagree with you. We can have our debates about it. It could even be fun. There is a cat right in front of my camera now. Say hi there, Vivi. Anyway, yeah, you definitely needed that little bit of a pussy cleanse right there. You can have these sorts of debates. But I don't think we need to be debating or having conversations with anybody that says that there is justifiable, pragmatism for those sorts of disgusting acts on children. Make all the jokes you want, but at some point you gotta question whether or not those were actually jokes, or whether or not Destiny was telling us who he really is. At this point, is it any surprise that his wife left him? I guarantee you she knows some deep, dark secrets about homie that, probably should come to the forefront of. This is the sort of stuff he's open to saying just to the general public. What a disgusting, disgusting individual. But those are just my opinions. Let me know yours in the comments down below, or let me know on X, where you can find me at Bolt the Word. I wouldn't normally cover this. I'm a nerdy news channel, things like anime, movies, music, Magic the Gathering. But as somebody who has an affinity for politics and loves following what's going on lately, this one I felt pretty much really needed addressed, but that's all I got for this one. Check me out on Instagram at wordsofparadise_Leon. Become a member for $4.99 a month. You can join the Discord, choose the articles I go over on a day-to-day basis, choose the videos that I react to on my Friday night live streams, and of course get involved in the discourse with over 80 other vital idols at this point, because it is a bright, beautiful, glowing, vibrant community that I cannot wait to grow even further. And of course, we do care about diversity, but only one kind of diversity of thought. If that's interesting to you, check out the Discord, hit the subscribe button. Until next time, it is all here in the Nerdosphere. This has been Words of Paradise.